We're recording again.
Hey everybody, welcome to Lesser Saints of Discord, your one and only pre-show to Laughing Scoundrel podcast, every Friday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Jables Bugden, and with me as always is Rimshee and Sir's watching, also known as
Good
Ski.
evening. Fuck you.
If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and do all that jazz, whatever. I don't really care. We don't really look at YouTube at all. If you're watching on Twitch right now, follow me on Twitter for updates if you like the show, and join our Discord. Tip us out if you want. I don't really give a shit. All right. Yeah.
We're just kind of here.
Yeah.
We exist to not exist, or some shit.
There we go.
What?
You're trying to robot, but you're good now.
God damn it.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. There's just like
I still fine?
Yeah, you're still fine. You're still fine. There's just like, you know, when somebody's about to start roboting.
Am I still fine?
Bit of that for a second. You're fine.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm testing with different programs up in the foreground. Because I have had instances where if I have a certain program in the foreground, I can't do shit. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, trying to figure out, like, okay, what combination of things is going to break this?
Live testing!
Exactly.
The worst part is half the time it only ever goes wrong when we're live. Like, prior to this, perfect! Start streaming, start recording. Fucking everything goes to shit, motherfucker!
Yeah, it seems to be, like, just from, like, me observing, it's like, it's when the recording starts that shit starts to break.
Yeah. Or at least when the streaming starts, shit starts to break. Yeah.
Alright. It looks like we've got Crab here.
He doesn't count.
Yeah, he really doesn't. But Nickel Stand and Ziggle Segra, welcome to the show.
Whoever you are.
This will probably be your
Crab's
last
not here
viewing.
because, you know.
What?
Crab's not here because, you know, he's not on the users in chat.
No, he's in the moderator section.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where the fuck are you, sir? You're not showing it. Now you're showing us here.
Yeah, I'm in the moderator section.
Your shit's all fucked up. You shouldn't be the judge of anything right now, Rimshee.
Yeah, I really shouldn't. I have no say.
To be fair, Vimpair's not showing up in my users in chat thing at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Twitch is dumb and laggy and shit like that. I get it.
Yeah. Crab, quit claring, you bitch.
Crab, you know I just tease you out of fun.
So, we actually have articles for a change.
We've always
Weird,
had articles.
Yeah, but ones that are actually interesting.
I guess that's fair.
Which one are you talking about specifically as being interesting?
I don't know. I thought that one with the new technique for the wood was interesting.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
All right. We're bringing back the science portion of the show.
At least
This
temporarily.
is practical science, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and read this, because fuck yeah, this is cool. Scientists find.
How you guys this week were and stuff like that, but you know, if you just
I
want to
don't
go,
care about your week. I had a fantastic day. I got to see.
I know. I was going
see.
to ask you about it.
Let's talk about wood, and then we can talk about our day.
Well, wood is what got you in the situation, so
Different kind. You can't make that wood transparent.
That's debatable.
Scientists find new method to make wood transparent. The scientists were able to achieve transparent wood that is stronger and lighter than glass. In a bid to make wood stronger and lighter than glass to move towards an energy-efficient future, a team of researchers at University of Maryland has found a new way to make wood completely transparent, which they believe to be better than previous techniques. The paper published in the journal Science Advances details the making of their transparent wood, which was found to be 50 times stronger than the one made using the conventional way. What is the conventional way of making transparent wood? Like, I didn't know there was a conventional way.
Question. Also, I'm pretty sure the article's not on the screen.
Is it not? Oh,
unless
because I forgot to transition. I forgot to transition. God damn it. I'm gonna say I do need a thing that says "Shut up, Wesley." You're right, Crab.
Yeah. We are consummate professionals here.
We do everything right. Everything has been a choice so far, including the robotic. Anyway. The paper published in the journal Science Advances detailed the making of the transparent wood, which was found to be 15 times stronger than the ones made using the conventional way. Which, like I said, what the fuck is the conventional way?
I don't even know.
I don't know. Maybe they'll explain it.
While you might have heard of the concept, there is a reason why transparent wood is not commercially used. The conventional method, which involves using chemicals to remove one of the most basic ingredients of wood, lignin. Why is my phone going off? Oh, okay. Used to make wood transparent has plenty of downsides, such as taking a lot of time and the production of excessive liquid waste. Moreover, since the process involves the removal of lignin, which bonds fibers in wood to give it strength, the resulting product is rather weak and brittle. In contrast, this new technique, which makes wood transparent without having to remove the lignin, is much cheaper and so easy that it could be done in a backyard.
Interesting.
What's lignin?
So, lignin, it sounds like the start of a... It sounds like the start of a joke involving someone licking balls.
It's a protein that bonds the fibers and wood together.
Up, Wesley.
God damn it. I didn't get the full thing.
Up, Wesley.
Yeah, hold on. I'll fix that.
We're not going for a direction, Jables. We're going for a silence. The researchers... in contrast, this new technique, which makes wood transparent without having to remove the lignin, is much cheaper and so easy that it could be done. Oh, yeah, I read that. Fuck.
Yes.
Whatever, man. We're just doing it, man. Fuck it, man. The researchers changed the lignin molecules rather than remove them by applying hydrogen peroxide to the wood surface and then exposing it to UV light or natural sunlight.
That's it?
They then soaked the wood in ethanol to further clean it and filled in the pores with tough, transparent epoxy to make it smooth. This process enabled researchers to achieve wood 50 times stronger than regular clear wood. Moreover, it allows 90% of light to pass through. The end product looks like glass, but it has a strength and flexibility of wood. The researchers
really
suggest that
interesting.
this method, which they say can be easily scaled up, could be utilized for windows and roofs in the future. That's a short and sweet science article that gives a lot of info. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Interestingengineering.com. You are going up on our favorite websites for science articles with space.com.
Yeah. Short and to the point, but very informative. I don't know, though. What are the freaking... What fucking applications are there for transparent wood? I mean, I think I could see skylights where you don't necessarily need to see out of it because it doesn't really need to be clear. But I mean, if you look at this, it looks like you can already see light distortion with the gloves alone. You're not gonna put that
bathroom windows?
bathroom, but you want it more translucent than that for a bathroom.
Shower doors, like glass shower doors. The glass in a front door, like in, I don't know.
Well, like one thing that the article brought up is that not only is this like very strong material, but it has the flexibility of wood. So you can probably do things far easier, like convex and concave doors with this than you would be able to glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. And if it has the strength of wood, and it does depend on how thick of a bit of wood you could apply this to. Like, if you could apply this to door thickness wood, that actually sounds pretty legit.
Yeah.
Because then you could have...
Oh, that would be perfect for sliding glass doors.
Well, I would say sliding glass doors, you'd want more transparency. But like a front door, you've got your wood screws in there, you've got your locking mechanism, and your handle, and you can see through and see that, yes, in fact, the person on the other side is trying to kill me.
That looks like a gun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab mine. Yeah, but they can also see. They can also kind of see in. That's the problem with.
Yeah, but but if you can make a one-way mirror, you can apply similar principles to a freaking transparent wood door.
Oh yeah, it's just Mylar.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, like Rimshee, I'm pretty sure you're aware of like what Luon is. You know, those really big sheets of wood that you put down usually for like.
Oh yeah. It's basically one single ply of plywood.
Yeah.
Usually it's used as a finish or something, though.
Yeah, like if you could make like sheets like that transparent, I could see those being used for like large window areas.
Yeah. I mean, the only issue with this is I can't really see a solid application for it. It doesn't mean that there is no application for it. I just don't know.
Like, I got it. Enclosed patio.
That's not bad, actually.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I like if they could make it more transparent. I'd see a lot more uses for this.
I'd have to see what objects look like. I don't. Oh, yeah. The fingers look kind of fuzzy.
Yeah.
I'd really have to see what it looks like with something else.
It says that it lets through like 90% of light currently.
Yeah.
But that doesn't just because it lets the light through, that doesn't necessarily mean that it'll be clear. Like it could still all be blurry and fuzzy, like fogged glass or something.
Well, like it's transparent. It's just not. It doesn't have like the full clarity of being like 100% transparent. But this seems to be like a very new method of doing things. There's probably still more that they can do to refine it.
Yeah,
step one.
it's still 6 to 8% light transparency away from being as clear as glass.
Yeah,
Which is
Because
actually
glass, it
pretty
says
fucking
completely
surprising.
clear glass absorbs between 2 and 4% of the light that passes through it. So if they can
So-
improve, maybe for transparency, it takes specific cuts of wood to get the transparency right.
yeah.
I don't know.
Obviously this works much better with like lighter woods like pine and shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's a lot here that interests me, but at the same time, I'm not sure how exactly it would be applicable to anything.
Poplar would probably be a good wood for this because it's a light wood, but it's also a hardwood. It's fairly strong.
Manzanita.
You're gonna cut up refrigerator plant to make transparent?
But
Oh, we never
Yeah, like
changed our stuff back to we never changed our stuff back to IRL. I just noticed that.
What,
So,
what do you
like-
mean?
Look at our tags.
Oh, I didn't put those tags in.
yeah, I think like there may not be applications for it yet, but there's the potential for applications for this. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, and the potential for it, that's the important thing. It just happened, so I'm not expecting much out of it.
It's definitely a burgeoning technology and something to keep an eye on, I would say.
There, fixed it.
Like this article from a website that focuses on shit like this was just published on the 8th. So I'm okay with waiting like 5 to 10 years to see what happens to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but without knowledge of what applications there are for this, it's hard to speculate as to how much this is going to affect the world. But this is kind of one of those interesting things where you look at it and you're like, what exactly is this going to lead to, man?
Well, no, you can think of plenty of applications for this. Like skylights are a big one.
Yeah, skylights are probably the biggest one I can think of. If you can get a large enough sheet. But the issue with that is actually that's basically the same issue as broken glass, except that you won't have to worry about wood cutting you repeatedly as you go through. So
Yeah,
I can definitely see this potentially being used for greenhouses.
that's actually a good point. That makes a lot of sense. But they do use right now they do use like clear plastic that you just drape over the greenhouse more than anything. But for larger scale ones, yeah, they do still use that more thick plastic.
Larry's
and that might work
here.
better. Larry!
Yeah.
You missed all the bullshit.
it's fun. The bullshit doesn't
Yeah.
exist to the YouTube people.
Who
The
knows?
bullshit always exists, let's be honest.
For all we know, the next step could be transparent aluminum. Bonus points to people.
Transparent
in the chat.
aluminum already exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, SpongeBob said the future would be chrome. I think the future is going to be transparent.
Yeah. I mean, fine, Larry, have that attitude. We're sitting here talking about fucking transparent wood and like all the potential like
Wow.
usages for it. But you're just being fucking negative. So
Once again, anybody who's new, anybody that came in expecting a Fallout stream, you're fucked. But if you're still sticking around, whatever. Follow me on Twitter for updates if you like what the show is so far. So you guys want to talk about? So Adobe recently got rid of Flash.
Yeah, I am so glad I found that article.
Yeah.
All right. Who's taking this
You want it, sir?
one? Yeah, I'll take it.
Hold on,
So-
I gotta actually pull it up. Did I not? No, I forgot to actually put that on the thing. So give me a moment.
Oh, jeez.
This article's just so beautiful that I had to share it, and I completely forgot to load it up.
Yeah, Rimshee, it's your article too. It's not like
I
posted one and
know.
it like didn't have a preview, so it got
Go
lost in
for
a
it.
stack of links or something.
This is
Go
what
for it.
happens when you don't do social and structural planning properly. Coming to us from Hot Hardware, Adobe finally kills Flash and comically brings a China railroad to a grinding halt. Everyone was afraid of the Y2K bug that would leave unpatched systems in a quandary, but January 1st, 2000 came and went with hardly a whimper. Instead, it's January 12th, 2021 that will live in infamy. Perhaps Adobe announced the coming end of Flash, its long-lived and much maligned multimedia plugin, way back in 2017. But that wasn't enough motivation to some developers, apparently. The bad news is that it's end users that suffer, as some mission-critical apps stopped working on January 12th after the final Flash plugin update came with a timed lifespan. In one painful example, that meant that a local railroad system in Dalian, China went offline for about 20 hours, stranding passengers in the process.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, fuck China. This is what.
You structured the software that runs your trains on Flash.
Hey, Flash games were a lot of fun.
This isn't a fucking Flash game!
Newgrounds was an amazing website.
This is the CCP not planning to upgrade shit.
The
Yeah,
original
see, Larry's on the same boat with me. Flash was awesome.
Oh yeah, Flash was awesome, but nowadays
The
it's
orig-
outdated, and
original
I'll
Not
miss it, but I
necessarily
won't.
outdated. It still has a valid use.
Fuck you, Jables.
You shouldn't run your trains on it. I agree with you on that one. But
Fuck you for interrupting, asshole! The original
Newground had games and die, according to Larry.
Rimshee can't hear that. That's just for you and me, sir.
Yes. The original story on Chinese media has been pulled, but thanks to the intrepid Duty Machine bot on GitHub, the story as it unfolded has been preserved for all to see. At 8:15 a.m. local time on January 12th, the computer room at a Dalian railway station received a support call reporting that the internal website that showed things like the train schedule and the current ordering of the train cars had gone offline. Within 30 minutes, every PC on the rail operator's network was experiencing the same issue. At midnight...
Time out. I think Larry heard the fire extinguisher.
Nice.
Larry, did you hear the fire extinguisher? Does the audience not necessarily hear what Rimshee hears?
If so, that's
I'll
fantastic.
be honest, if that's what's going on, that's kind of cool.
Please, Larry, say something.
It's fucking delay, man.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes. Fuck yes. Fuck yeah.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
All right.
In the future, audience, if we have articles and we think it's necessary, If you hear that little noise, you know what to put in the chat.
That one. It's a fire extinguisher. Fuck yes. I am so excited now.
I'm so happy that worked out.
Yeah, Larry,
God
sorry
damn it,
about
Kimmy.
At midnight GMT on January 12th, the Flash plugin triggered its built-in kill switch, rendering the plugin totally useless. And now these PCs were starting to feel the effects. According to Google's translation of the duty machine mirror of the original story, which has since gone offline, local IT had to search the internet to discover that the Flash plugin had in fact been forcefully stopped by Adobe. Yeah, the great firewall's really helping you out there, isn't it? Railway IT members.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. The Great Firewall of China. We should put that out.
Images, motherfucker.
Railway IT members remotely connected to affected PCs and performed temporary product replacement, which we think means downgrading the Flash plugin. An hour later, PCs were still struggling to keep the maps and schedule functional. Every couple hours, local IT would have to remotely connect to a PC to temporarily fix it. This went on for about 20 hours as machines would struggle to load the web pages correctly, and the Mirrored Stories reports that the train system was not running as it was not possible to keep trains moving safely.
Oh.
The Delian Train Systems IT staff split up into hardware and software teams, and the software team would restore an older version of the Adobe Flash plugin from a backup CC that had been kept offline and still had a version that wouldn't stop functioning after the drop dead date on the latest version. At 1:10 a.m. on January 13th, the Flash-based representation of the train cars were moving again. An hour later, IT staff went to the Delian West Power Plant Station and replaced the hardware entirely to get Flash working again at that site. Finally, at around 4:30 local time, IT reported that all stations were operating normally again. Needless to say, everyone involved was exhausted due to the long workday, and the story reflects a happy IT team.
All right. Well, real quick, Larry, how are you going to play your horny gamer games now? Larry, I'm going to tell you something. There has been a large group of people that have been downloading every single game made with Flash and every cartoon and animation made with Flash, and they are converting them currently. So,
doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, those should start going up anytime.
This
Praise
quote
be to Bezos.
This quote is so
no,
sad.
no. Bezos has nothing to do with that. Fuck that.
I didn't say Jesus.
Neither did we.
Yeah, I said Bezos.
Yeah, but we're on Twitch, so fuck it.
This quote is so sad.
Bezos doesn't own Twitch anymore. He stepped down. He's retired.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
He said he's
Who's the
stepping
new
down
owner?
from the CEO position, but he's still going to be involved in the company's development and shit.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck that.
Who's
So
the
he's
new
not
CEO?
leaving, but
He doesn't run shit anymore. He's just kind of part of stuff.
I don't know who this new. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, me neither.
Anyway,
Yeah, we'll find out when they start going full on authoritarian and ordering Amazon death camps.
this quote is sad to me. During more than 20 hours of fighting, no one complained and no one gave up. The slim hope motivated each and every one and turned into the fuel to push forward. In solving of the Flash malfunction, the TPO displayed true initiative, innovation, and brilliance.
In other words, everyone knew that if they complained once, they'd be shot in the head twice.
Gotta make sure, after all.
Because the first person that did it, it happened. Welcome to the CCP.
According to an official statement from the Delian Depot's administration, which said the complete paralysis of the Delian train system was not true. Of course not. The mirrored story, which seems to say otherwise, officially the issue was limited to newer computers that were having problems. According to the statistics of this section, the current train system has always been operating normally. The railway train dispatching system has been operating normally, and the railway transportation production has not been affected in any way. We have to wonder why it took a catastrophic failure to get the railway's attention, since Adobe has been trumpeting about this change and the final demise of Flash for over 3 years now. This is what we call internet censorship. This should be a warning to all those who cling to ancient systems based on outdated technology. Hopefully history won't repeat itself next time a vendor chooses to retire technology that causes more problems and headaches than it solves.
Oh, that was the end. That was a weird end. You said solves like there was more of a sentence there. My bad.
No, I was just leaving off on like...
Well, to be fair, China doesn't solve any problems, so it's a never-ending issue.
Yeah.
Correction, CCP.
Further correction, there were no problems.
There's never any problem. The word problem is a no word. A non-word. It's double plus ungood. What happened?
Oh my god. This shit was working. Now I'm angry.
They've been telling you it was ending for fucking 3 years.
To be fair, once again, bringing up China's extremely draconian view of the internet.
Oh, I'm talking to
Probably
to
we're
Larry
not
now.
aware of it.
I'm talking to Larry now.
Yeah.
Like I thought Flash disappeared like 2 years ago, something like that. I didn't realize it was still going.
It stopped being as necessary a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It stopped being as necessary a lot further back than that.
More functional alternatives have come along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine. But I want to still play which hole does the tentacle go in on Newgrounds. And I can't do that. So
The answer is always all of them.
Yeah, we do not discriminate here.
no.
Alright, which one should we do next? Do you want to talk about North Carolina?
No, I have my eyes on this one.
Ah. Yeah, that one's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, go for it. Ah, what the hell just happened? There we go.
Yeah. All right. Man, 79, pleads guilty to placing dead animals on neighbor's gravestone while dressed as a woman.
It's going to be one of those articles.
Real quick, Larry, as a huge fan of Turtle Toss, you can still get Turtle Toss on your phone. Just saying.
Do you remember Kitty Cannon?
There's nothing we can do about the buffering, guys.
Well, Rimshee could probably... Yes, I do remember Kitty Cannon. Same as Turtle Toss, pretty much.
There's not much... There's really nothing we can do. Nothing has changed on our end since it was last good. It's all on fucking Twitch's end.
Well, no, Rimshee, Something's changed on your end because you started roboting like a motherfucker during certain
That has
times.
nothing to do with the goddamn buffering.
I
It
haven't heard Rimshee
might-
robot in quite a minute.
Yeah, I know, but it might be similar. I don't know.
I already restarted the goddamn program.
Now he's roboting like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Anyways, wait, Rimshee, can you keep talking?
Yeah, why? What's up?
I'm just checking.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah. Anyways, Bentonville, Arkansas. An elderly man accused of leaving more than a dozen dead animals on an old neighbor's grave pleaded guilty Monday. Joseph Stroud, 79, agreed to a plea deal, lowering his charges from a felony to a misdemeanor. He is accused of causing more than $2,500 in damages to a former neighbor's headstone by staining it with the blood of dead animals. Stroud was arrested in August after that sounds like some culty shit.
Yeah.
Stroud was arrested in August after he was caught on surveillance video dressed in overalls and a woman's wig, placing dead animals on the headstone, police said. He was charged with defacing objects of public respect. It really sounds like he's just piling up dead animals to equal up the law of equivalent exchange, trying to do some alchemy.
I mean, as long as he doesn't try to do human transmutation, well, everything should be fine.
That seems to be what he's doing. Bring his neighbor back to life.
I've seen how this ends. It's not good.
Yeah. According to a probable cause report filed in the Circuit Court of Benton County, granddaughter of Fred Allen McKinney contacted the police in July after she and her family began finding dead animals on her grandfather's grave 2 months prior. She told police that her grandfather and Stroud, who had farms next to each other with a shared boundary for several years, never got along with each other. Never mind. As part of the plea agreement, Stroud must also surrender his driver's license because of his mental health. That's weird. Stroud was given 1 year suspended sentence and will have to pay more than $2,500 in victim restitution.
Who's he giving it to you? I'm assuming the family, because there's no way in hell Grandpa's gonna need that money.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, and how can we consider the family victims? It's not their headstone being defaced.
They pay for the headstone and pay for the
It's I hate you.
Yeah. It's private property, my dude, technically. It's private property maintained by a contract company.
Yeah.
You hate me for that?
No, I hate you for not taking a joke as a joke. Of all people to not take a joke as a joke.
Can you imagine being the poor bastard whose job it is to show up and like scrub animal blood and viscera out of a fucking headstone?
Haven't had to do it out of a headstone, but I've had to do it before out of other shit.
Okay, I have to double check these articles. Okay, yeah. You want to do the one about metal?
About metal.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What, you want me to do this one too?
Sure, go for it.
I'll do it.
I'm in the wrong fucking server.
This dude built a guitar out of his dead uncle's skeleton.
Want to see the guitar?
Oh, you will. A Metal Sucks reader calling himself Prince Midnight has made a guitar out of his dead uncle's rendered skeleton. You read that correctly, but if your mind is spinning, I'll lay it out plainly for you. Prince attached a guitar neck, pickups, volume knobs, a jack, strings, and electronics to an entire skeleton that used to be his uncle's mortal being. And he made a functioning guitar out of it, all as a way to pay tribute to the man responsible for his love of heavy metal. Prince is
That's
some kind of
one hell of a
morbid...
tribute, honestly.
Oh, it's actually a pretty interesting story as it goes on. I already knew about this one before you posted it. Before I posted it. Prince isn't some kind of morbid skeleton fetishist, at least as far as we know, but rather sought to come up with a practical solution on what to do with his uncle's remains. In Prince's native Greece, the country's Orthodox religion frowns upon cremation. So his uncle Philip's bones had been around for over 2 decades before Prince decided to pay tribute to the man who taught him about the dark arts in the most metal way possible. Old Philip's bones got quite a workout between then and now. Philip, who died way too young in a car accident, had requested his skeleton be donated to the local college where it was medically prepared and rendered, fulfilling a workman-like role of educating students for 20 years. But at a certain point, the school no longer had a use for Philip, so he ended up in a giant wooden box. Hold on. That's not what happened. Policies changed at the schools, so they no longer used real skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His family refused to cremate him, but Philip didn't want to continue paying costly rent for cemetery space, so he took matters into his own hands, filing, refiling, and filing again a gauntlet of paperwork with the Greek government to repatriate Philip's remains. Wow. Okay. They're confused. Okay, this article is terrible, for one thing. You're confusing Prince Midnight with Philip here constantly.
Yep.
And you spelt remains wrong.
I think that's supposed to be a comma, not an M.
Yeah, possibly. Which Prince tells us was quite a complicated process. Prince replays to Metal Sucks what happens next. So I got the box of bones from Greece and didn't know what to do at first. Bury them, cremate them, put them in the attic. All seemed like poor ways to memorialize someone who got me into heavy metal. So I decided to turn Uncle Philip into a guitar, which proved to be challenging. Did a lot of research. No one has ever made a guitar out of a skeleton, so I did it. I started out consulting with 2 guys in Dean Guitar's wood shop in Tampa, but they got cold feet. Anyways, now Uncle Philip can shred for all eternity. That's how he would want it. I'm super proud of the project and how it serves to honor him, his life, and his influence on me. Prince, who just finished assembling the guitar yesterday and sent exclusive photos to Metal Sucks, adds that the instrument plays perfect and sounds awesome. R.I.P. Uncle Philip. He unwittingly inspired a new generation of shredders to pay tribute to their Hesher elders in most metal way possible. Have a look at several close-up photos of the instrument from throughout the building process below, along with Philip himself. Prince himself wearing a Philip himself wearing a Moonspell shirt in 1995. And Prince wielding his remains. And as a bonus, Prince has sent us a video of the guitar in action, performing Dark Throne's Transylvanian Hunger, both to prove it works and to hear how it sounds. You can have a watch and listen underneath the photo. I do want to hear this.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did see your article, Larry. We'll have to We'll probably save that for next week, if anything.
Philip Skelecaster.
Oh no, we've gone over that already.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, not that article specifically. We went over a different article, I believe. Maybe I did that with Nick.
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't remember it.
Yeah, he named it the Philip Skelecaster, by the way.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna hit play on this.
All right. Are we watching it?
Yeah, it's playing. It's just quiet for some reason.
Oh, it's not a live show?
No, it's on the article.
Yeah, it's at the very bottom of the article.
No. Yeah. It looks like our stream's shitting the bed.
What a surprise. Fuck us, right?
You know what? It plays. It doesn't sound great, but I'm sure 1,000 people are gonna start coming to him, being like, "I can make that sound better. Trust me."
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason it doesn't sound as good as it could is not because of the structure of the guitar. It's an electric guitar.
Yeah.
It doesn't need any sort of hollow space or anything like that. You just need pickups and metal strings. The reason it doesn't sound good is because he's not a guitar maker.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that simple.
I think we're delayed almost 5 minutes, guys.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because Larry sent that at an appropriate.
I mean, it might be delayed for some people, or maybe we actually caught up or something. I don't fucking know. No, we're still going down. We just got to the pictures, I think, so we're probably about 3 minutes behind.
God damn, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
No, Rimshee, that's on you. Check your dropped frames and connection in OBS and stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I have 0 dropped frames. My connection is green, but on Twitch it's saying that I've got unstable bitrate. But I've got my standard bitrate that I've got on OBS all the time. Everything looks good on OBS. But on Twitch it's looking bad, so.
Okay. So yeah, that is Twitch. Sorry folks. I'm gonna do something else for a little bit while you guys catch up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to just be able to be like, I'm popping out, you guys can catch up later. It's all good.
Yeah, that would be nice. But we still have to do the show. Yeah, but that delay is gonna be fucking ridiculous. When it comes to the raid for the show later.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad. I don't know what to do about it. We can just bullshit until then, and that way when everyone disappears, they'll just be like, oh, thank God. We don't have to listen to them talk anymore.
You're not wrong, Larry. You're not
wrong. Mm.
So, what do we do in the meantime, I guess?
Well, I don't know.
We can keep reading other articles, and then once we get closer to the end of the show, just start bullshitting and say,
I
hey,
know which one. I know which one I want to read.
Which one do you want to read?
I want to continue the trend from last week, and that West Virginia is a fascinating place.
All right, which one?
Associated Press, the woman who tries to fake death.
Okay,
did that.
I gotta find it now. Well, yep, got it.
No, we did
Go
not do
ahead.
this one.
We did not. I deleted all the ones that we did not do. Which, by the way, probably after the show, we should go through and figure out which ones from the past we just aren't gonna do anymore, because otherwise it's just gonna keep growing.
Yeah, we need to clear the queue at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I say we just clear the entire thing and start fresh next week.
Oh, I mean,
Coming
there
to
may be
us.
some that we want to hang on to. We don't know.
coming to us from the Associated Press, woman who tried to fake death gets extra year in prison. Charleston, West Virginia. A West Virginia woman who tried to fake her death to avoid being sentenced for health care fraud has received an additional year in prison. Julie M. Wheeler of Beaver. Really? Was sentenced Wednesday in federal court in Charleston for conspiring to obstruct justice. Ooh, federal court, you really fucked. Prosecutors said Wheeler admitted to conspiring with her husband to keep her out of prison. Rodney Wheeler told authorities on May 31st that she had fallen from an overlook at the New River Gorge, prompting a massive search. Oh, they're real happy with you. State police found Julie Wheeler 2 days later hiding in a closet at her home. She was sentenced in June to 42 months in prison for healthcare fraud related to overbilling. A judge Wednesday ordered her 2 sentences to be served consecutively. Rodney Wheeler pleaded guilty last month to conspiracy to obstruct justice and faces up to 5 years in prison. His sentencing is set for April 5th. Well, now you fucked up. That was short and to the point.
Gotta come
Also,
out of
like-
the closet.
I see it there on the side in the trending. Did anyone else see that video of the dude that just goes off that fucking bridge in Wisconsin?
No.
Holy shit. Like, dude loses control of his truck and drops 70 fucking feet.
Well,
it's
I've seen a
amazing.
crazier video
alive.
that at first I thought was absolutely faked. Up here, someone went off of the side of the road near Devil's Slide on Highway 1
Mm,
and launched into the air without braking and fell off the side of a cliff into the ocean.
oof.
No survivors, so fucking sucks.